Hello, everyone. Uh, we're live and we have to kind of wait for everyone to be here, but it starts recording right away. And hi, Kimmy. And I am just waiting for Shemi to get here. She's going to be joining me. And hang on. View request. Shemi a minute to pop on. And then we are going to chat.
Hello. Hi. Good morning, everyone.
I know. And an afternoon for me because
yes.
I mean I'm on different coasts. So
Great.
thank you all for joining us. Yay! And the reason that we are popped on here today was because Shemi and I are bringing back our Start with the Mark challenge for 2024. Oh my God, I can't even believe we're saying
excited.
that.
It'll be
Yes,
great.
we are. So now we can say it's an annual thing, which is kind of fun.
Absolutely.
So last year, we started it last year, and it was ridiculously, in a good way, successful, and everyone had such fun with it, and it was so exciting to see what people came up with.
Absolutely. I was blown away. So many great ideas.
Yeah. Because I think Shemi and I were very, I wouldn't use, I cautious this in the right way, but we were keeping it simple because the point of the challenge was to keep it simple.
That's
and so we were just making marks, and I did end up doing a full art journal spread with it to see if that was a viable option. But others went banana pants and did all kinds of fun things. Yeah.
Amazing idea.
Yeah. So one of the things we want to encourage you when we start it, and we'll talk a little bit in a minute, is to do what you want. I mean, honestly, yeah, there is, you can just literally make a single mark based on the prompts every day, or you can make a whole art journal spread based on the prompts, which
up to you what you have time for, what you're comfortable doing. So make it your own.
Yeah, for sure. So it starts, it is the 21, so we'll start, it's just called Start with a Mark. It's a 21-day challenge. We started on January 1st, and then it will go obviously for 21 days, which is delightful that it ends on a Sunday this year, for next year. And Shemi and I will both be posting videos every day of what we are doing. So we have a hashtag, Start with a Mark 2024, just to keep it simple and not confuse it with the one from 2023. So try to use, if you're going to do it, use the one with the year. So
yes, that sounds good.
Yeah. And then, so we came up with 21 new prompts. I'm very excited about the prompts this year. I think last year we were very literal with our prompts.
That's true. We were, which worked. Yes, it did.
Yeah. And this year I feel like we're a little more abstract with some of the prompts, and I'm hoping that, I mean, I'm excited. I haven't even looked ahead yet because sometimes my brain likes to plan ahead.
I can definitely relate to that. I'm the same way.
Yeah. But I haven't looked ahead a lot, and so I'm excited to see what comes out for it, for both of us. So the other thing that we want to mention, though, so on the 21st, I usually host a creative play date. If you are part of my world, you'll know that I do that quarterly. It is landing on the 21st, which is delightful. So Shemi and I are going to do it together. It will be a live get together on Sunday the 21st, and I don't know that we have a time yet, but that will come. We'll make sure everyone knows about that. And we are going to celebrate y'all. Okay. Yay. And us, because hopefully we'll finish it too. And
celebrate everything.
The fact that you did something for 21 days.
Exactly.
And yeah. And the second thing we're going to do is we're both going to demonstrate the very last prompt and different takes on that, because the last prompt is actually the word recycled, which could go in
so many different directions. Yes.
Yes. So we're both going to demonstrate that, and then share some of our processes. So there will be a replay. Last year, we only just had a celebration call and did not have a replay. This one will be recorded and have a replay that you will have access to for about 48 hours, I believe, is what it usually is. And so you don't have to be there live. You can still participate after the fact.
Yeah.
So we both have printables for you because, hello, if you've been in our worlds enough, you know that. So Shemi, why don't you share what your printable is going to be?
So I created prompt cards. So you'll have the prompt on there, and they're cards. You can cut them out. You can rearrange them and use them more in your art and just have fun with them. So I thought that would be a great little printable and a gift for you to use in the future too, with all of the prompts. I love like mixing things up and doing prompts, and you can do it, you know, on a page and mix them up and do multiple prompts. So I hope that it's useful, but you can access that in the link to my bio.
Yeah, I had to go turn mine on. I forgot. So yes.
Okay.
So I know, it's like, oh my God, don't forget to turn on the link. So yeah, so Shemi's printable is also, it's on, I think, they're both on both of our bios.
Yes,
so you don't have to try and find one or the other if you already follow one of us and not the other. One, I invite you to follow both of us because we're both delightful people and share a lot of stuff.
that's true.
And two, but if you're used to one of our or the other of us, then feel free to just pop into our bios and do the printables. So my printable includes this little sheet. So Shemi did it so that hers were cut outable so that you could kind of put them in a jar. But last year we had a request where people weren't sure how to print this printable, which should be showing up on both of our feeds, by the way, around now. So I put it in my printable so that you could print it out. So that is available. And then I did something similar to last year. So I created a sheet with, it's upside down, 21 holes in it. And Shemi, it occurred to me after I made it that I was totally channeling your finished piece from last year.
Oh, that's good.
I know, because you did all those
similar,
circles.
doesn't it, with the circles? You're
I know.
Right.
I was like, well, that was a way
I love it. I
channel
love
yours
different
from
things.
last
It's so fun.
So mine does that. I also did a sheet. I did it so that if you wanted bigger space, you can print out an actual zine. So that yeah. And if you print 3 of them and tape them together, you can have 21 of them, which is fabulous.
Awesome.
And then I also did it where the background is just a page of the background without the circles, so that you can have collage paper for some of the prompts if that's helpful. So yeah, between Shemi's prompts, which you can use, you know, going forward past the list, which is past the challenge, and mine, you should have plenty of stuff to get you started if this is something new to you. So the one thing that we are both big on is making art, period, that it should be very playful and fun. I think we both speak to beginners a lot because people are just not sure where to start. So I think a lot of us, but me and Shemi both share that value of speaking to people that it, you know, should be fun and easy.
Very easy. That's important and approachable. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's what we just wanted to pop on. One, it gave us a chance to talk to y'all, and you know, I haven't seen any questions. Obviously, I have a question, please let us know, or you can DM us after. But it's also, we had this to be able to put on our feed so that if people had some questions, maybe we had answered them ahead of time. So yeah. I haven't seen, I've been looking, but I have not seen a question. So I'm assuming everyone's like, you know, fine. So that's great. Yeah. So yeah, if you have a question, let us know. Again, it starts January 1st.
Yes.
And yeah, I don't have a plan yet. Shemi, do you have any plan that you want to give a sneak peek about?
The only thing that I think that I'm kind of going to work on is just like scraps of paper, like in different colors. And I think, yeah, I have an idea for what to do at the end with all the pieces of paper. And that's what I'm going to use, and maybe some fabric. And yeah, and I'm just going to use scraps. Yeah, just Yeah, that's kind of my plan, and then we'll see how it goes together. Just,
Okay.
because you can just have little scraps laying around and you can do this challenge on that too. And it doesn't have to take more than 5 minutes to do
No.
these prompts. We try to make it super simple, but feel free to incorporate whatever you want into the process. So it's very approachable. There's no rules. You just do whatever feels good to you. And we talked about this last year, but a mark doesn't necessarily have to be made with a pen, right? You
Yes.
can do it in so many different ways, with a stamp or a stencil, whatever you're comfortable with fabric or sewing. So the possibilities are really endless.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually was thinking about that. Like, Carve December, for some of you might know, followed Balzer Designs, who
Oh,
does
yes.
Carve December right now. She's carved lots of carving of stamps. And I mean, that's a way to make a mark, where you could literally carve a stamp in this shape, or whatever the prompt does. Slow stitching in the art journaling world is massive right now. So even making some of the marks with your slow stitching, if that's something you wanted to do as well. So those were two that popped into my head, in addition to our regular, stamps and stencils and all that. But yeah, really, even if you, the other thing that, just because I'm literally in a weekend class right now, popped out to do this, but we were making a vision board this morning, and that occurred to me that, if you are more of a collage person, and you're not a doodler or a painter, that to go through your magazines and cut out some images that maybe also speak to the prompt. So
I like that idea. That's a great idea. Wow,
yeah.
that would be really cool.
So really, yeah, just really take it in lots of different, it's saying start with the mark. And I think for both of us, the idea of the mark is to do something.
Absolutely. Yes. No pressure, and just do something, because lots of times we stay in our head.
Yeah.
I know I do too. Or if I'm stressed out, or if I'm nervous about a project, it can just like make me freeze. So I love this idea of just making marks.
Yeah.
No pressure, right? And you can do so many things with those
Yeah.
marks. So
Yeah.
it's really great.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to either of us. We're always available, probably more than we should be on Instagram, but we're always available.
We are. It's my favorite place.
Yeah. So we both enjoy making stuff to share here, and and we're both. I actually look forward to this. Last year was so much fun to go down the rabbit hole of the hashtag. I made a point every day of sitting with it, and going through and seeing what everybody had created, because it is also inspiring. Shemi and I are do this for a living, and we teach classes, and that's what we do. But that doesn't mean that we're not inspired by the students and the people that join us on these challenges.
Absolutely. Yeah, some of them are more creative than me. I was blown away. I was like, oh my goodness, I think you should do this prompt. I know, it was amazing.
It was.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so I do want to encourage you to look at the hashtag once it gets started on the 1st, because they will be people that will come up with things that you did not think of. And both of us the same way. Last year I was like, whoa, that was amazing. So it will be inspiring. We will both tell you, let it be inspiring and not overwhelming, or don't go down like I could never do that, like a shame spirally type of thing.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I really want to encourage you to look at it as a collective energy of play. Like, what do I love about this? Oh my God, look how fun that was. If you don't understand something that someone did, DM them, make a comment on their posts, and that is also a way to start to talk to other people and other creatives, and build your own community here too. So
absolutely, that's very true. And also too, if you can't do all the prompts, then don't worry about it. If you need to skip a couple days, we all have busy lives, feel free to do that. Or you can do a ton of them on one day, and there's, like we said, there's no rules, and you can always join or drop off and join again, or do it after the challenge. Maybe you have more time in February, feel free to do that. So again, please join us. We're so excited.
We are. Yeah, I'm gonna say this ahead of time. But I do not do it daily. My life, my day job currently until the end of March is as a bookkeeper, and Januaries are
Crazy.
slammed in my world. So I do batch them. So do what is working in your life. We have it as a 21 because a lot of people like to touch it daily because it starts to build that habit in the new year. But my life doesn't work that way. So I do batch them when I have time. So full permission to batch, and like Shemi said, full permission to skip.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
If something's going on, yeah, just don't even think about it. It's fine.
Okay, so good. All right. I think I don't have anything else that I want to share. Is there anything that you wanted to share, Shemi?
No, I think that's it. And I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here too on a Saturday. We appreciate
I know. Thanks everybody that joined. And again, if Instagram did its thing, this little grid should be up on both of our feeds already. And then if you go to our link in bios, you'll be able to grab the printables. Yeah. Thanksgiving. Awesome. All right. Yes, we're excited to start with you. So
we are too. We're so excited.
All right, peeps. We will see you all on the 1st.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are.
All right, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.